Raptors lose 109-105 in the play-in tournament at home. This game shouldn't have happened. This game shouldn't have existed. This game should be a fucking asterisk in Raptors history. This is the worst, probably the worst loss in Raptors history. You know why? Because this game shouldn't have happened. The Raptors should have been tanking this season. They should have been selling this season. But no, Masai Ujiri and his dumb brain and MLSE Larry Tannenbaum wanted to fucking play throughout this year, try to earn one extra game in the season, and we lose to the Chicago Bulls. DeMar DeRozan gets a win over Masai's team, barely Masai's team, a bunch of bums. And I just don't like the way Masai did this trade deadline. I knew it was going to bite us in the ass. I picked us to win this game, and we should have won this game if we made our fucking free throws. Like, let's go to our free throws. This is team stats right now. All right, 3 points, pretty even. I mean, field goals pretty even. Field goal percentage kind of even. 3 points. We made more 3-pointers. We took more and we made more and we lost. Free throws. We shot 14 more free throws we shot 14 more free throws, right? Yeah, 14 more, and we missed more because of DeMar DeRozan's daughter and us fucking not knowing to hit a free throw. Pascal Siakam choked late in the game, which I don't mind that because I didn't want to win that game anyway. So I'm really happy Siakam choked. I hope they trade him to a better team. I want him to go to a better team because we don't deserve him because Masai Ujiri doesn't know how to fucking move on. Like, he didn't trade Kyle Lowry. He didn't trade Kyle Lowry at the deadline in 2020. And he didn't trade... And last year's deadline, they traded away a first-round pick for Thaddeus Young, which was terrible. And Thaddeus Young's probably gone. He did... Masai Ujiri, these last 3 years at the deadline, has whiffed. When we were contending and when we're not contending. And he thought we were contending this year, but no, we're not. We weren't. All signs were pointing to a blow-up at the deadline. Fred, gone. OG, gone. Try to get something for Trent. I don't know Siakam. But no, this fucker, this terrible GM, he's not a good GM anymore. He's lost his way. He's gone crazy. Masai Ujiri needs a psychiatrist test or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know what the fuck it's called. He needs a test. Anyway, let's get to the points. I'm not going to yell really because I had no fucking effort in this game. Oh, the Thunder winning 31-29. I don't really care. DeRozan put up 23 points, 2 blocks, 7 rebounds. Vucevic a double-double. Zach LaVine killed it, 39 points. Caruso, he made a nice game-tying 3. Bench didn't do anything. The Raptors, Siakam put... All right. He went 5 for 11 from the free throw line, so he could have had a better game. He still played good, 32 points, but I know he missed those free throws at the end, but I don't really fucking care. Fred missed 3 free throws this game, which is very fucking rare, man. Like, DeMar DeRozan's daughter had a big effect of this game. Look, these free throws, OG missed 5 free throws. That doesn't happen. Sky missed 3. Okay, that happens. Scotty had a double-double, did alright. What did Pirtle do? Nothing. I still want to re-sign him because of his body of work, but he didn't do anything. Will Barton did nothing. No points. He 0 for 1. 0 for 5 for Trent. That's his last game as a Raptor. Hopefully it's fucking Fred's last game as a Raptor and OG's. And even Siakam's last game. But I think we're gonna keep him for 1 more year and then trade him at the deadline. I don't know. This was a fucking... This game shouldn't have happened. This game shouldn't have happened. The Raptors should have been eliminated. They should have had a top 5 pick or a top 10 pick. But no, MLSE and Masai Ujiri wanted to compete. They wanted to contend for no fucking reason. Because, it's the last ride. Where were we going to go? At best, we would have got swept by the Bucks. Now it's going to be Bulls versus Heat. DeRozan versus Lowry. 2 former players battling out to make it to the playoffs. To play the Bucks. It's terrible, man. This team The team wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough to be in the playoffs. And Masai Ujiri and Larry Tannenbaum, the fucking ownership group, thought, let's milk one more fucking game from these guys. And the tickets were cheap for this game. Like $1,300 for like a lower upper bowl ticket, I think. It's terrible. They gotta lower the ticket prices in general, even for the Leafs. The Jays ticket prices are fine, but the Leafs and the Leafs and Raptors, their ticket prices are terrible. They need to lower that. But yeah, thank God I didn't watch this much. I thought the Jays were gonna lose too, but guess what? They came back. They have heart. They know what they're doing. They're in the right direction. Even if they lose in the playoffs, they're going in the right direction. The Raptors, their direction, even if the Leafs lose in the first round, they're going in the right direction. They're pushing for a championship. They have a championship window. Same with the Jays. What the fuck is the Raptors' window? Nothing. They should have fucking tanked. But Masai Ujiri, good old Masai Ujiri. He's smart. He's the smartest GM in the league. He's playing chess. Yeah, I know. He was playing fucking 3D checkers, doing nothing. Fucking, we want Jacoperdo. He was going to add more length. He's going to add more length. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. If you're a fan of the Raptors, stop sucking Masai's dick. Who cares? Who cares about the champ? That's gone. That's like 3 years. What was it? 4 years ago? Going to be 5 years ago next year? It's been a long time since we won the championship. I know it didn't feel like it. And we're going to cherish that championship because they fucking worked their ass off to get this. But it's a different team. It's time to rebuild. It's time to rebuild around Scotty, maybe OG. But if OG can get you 3 first-round picks, fuck him. He hasn't done that much. He missed 5 free throws today, I think. He's always hurt, too. Like, why not fucking trade him, man? I know he's young, but why not trade him? He hasn't done anything. I know he got better this season, but not, like, as much as we, like, hoped. Like, come on. You really wanted to play in? Like, if you're a front office executive for the Raptors, they really wanted to go to the play-in. They literally were the definition of mid all fucking season. 41-41. They were mid. They were fucking mid. They were the middiest team ever. And they should have won this game, but I'm happy they didn't because then they would have got crushed by Miami probably. And if they won that, they would have got smacked by Milwaukee and they would have had even a lower pick. I hate the play-in. I wish we just missed the fucking playoff. If there was no play-in, I guarantee you the Raptors would have sold at the deadline. I guarantee you the Raptors would have sold at the deadline if there was no play-in. I guarantee you because they wouldn't have added extra. This is why I hate the fucking play-in. I never liked the play-in. If you're unless you're like a young up and coming team, like the Thunder, the play-in's good for them. The Thunder's good for them. They're young and up and coming. Not the Pelicans. Like Orlando would be good. Detroit, like those teams. The play-in's good for them. Adds experience to those young teams. But the Raptors, they're old. Like, well, not old, but they're like their run's over. It should be over, and they should suck next year. Because if we don't have that first-round pick. So I want us to suck next year so we can keep our first-round pick. Because guess what? We traded it for Jock, and we better resign Jacoperdo. Because then we'll have no one at center. So, and then we can draft like a guard or someone. Unless we trade Fred to Orlando or some other place. I don't know. For like a sign and trade. But anyway, I'm happy I didn't watch that much of this game. I thought we were going to win. They were up by like 16. They were up by 18 at like the highest, I think, the Raptors. And they just choked because they couldn't make the free throws. And they let the Bulls back in the game. That was pretty much it. Good luck to the Chicago Bulls. They suck, too. I think the Heat are probably going to... I don't know. It'll be Lowry versus DeRozan. That'll be fun. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. I'm really happy that we lost this game. Like, they don't deserve... I've been really disinterested in the Raptors. And I'm going to watch them when the season starts, obviously, and next year. But, like, they disinterest me a lot. I missed a lot of games. And I'm still going to watch games. I still want to go to a game in the future, but the Raptors just, the the way the front office did this team this year is going to be damaging for years to come because Masai Ujiri did not want to sell at the deadline. And these fucking fans saying, oh, Masai's playing chess. Oh, this team can make a run. Don't sleep on the Raptors. Well, I took a fucking giant nap on the Raptors this playoffs, and I slept really well. I slept on the Raptors because fuck them, because they didn't go in the right direction. That's all I got to say. Peace. Go Raptors for next year. Hopefully we have a good draft. The team that I really want to win in the finals, I don't know. I don't really care. I want to see a good playoffs, entertaining games. As long as Boston doesn't win or Philly, I'm good. Like I don't want every other team is even Golden State. They don't piss me off as much as last because like I respect them. Any team but Boston and Philly. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, guys. Peace. Go Raptors. Fuck Masai Ujiri. If that's Nick Nurse's last game, I salute you. You weren't perfect, but you got us a ring. You kept this team stable. I guess you got this team to the play-in. You know, you shaped this team for what it was, but it wasn't good enough to win against the Bulls. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Peace and yeah.